so we need an engineering report. I can help with that. We need to get an assessment done and present it to you guys with a cost estimate, an engineer's cost estimate, and that will kick off the beginning of putting bid packages out and decisions made from there.
May I ask who you are?
I'm Roger Azar. I'm the acting county engineer.
I had no idea.
Where's me?
We depend on him a lot.
He's training, zoning.
I don't-
He's got a few other hats he's got in his back pocket. He's always
I was going, please.
I'll be able to help with that, but there is a process we need to follow to protect the county. That's the
I'm
biggest thing.
sure. I'm gonna do it. I'm sure we'll do it right away.
Okay,
Appreciate your time.
okay. Thank you, Harold and Henry. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, well.
Well, then I'll put my mouth on
Okay, we're gonna move on to the minutes. Can we move on to the minutes? Are we done? You're welcome to stay with us, you know, if you have other fun things, you know, feel free. Okay,
Thank you very much.
yes.
Oh, yes, my bad.
Okay, minutes. Can I get a motion for the October 18th meeting minutes as presented?
I'll make a motion for the October 18th minutes.
All those in favor?
Aye.
3-0. Claims 1 through 145 in the amount of $225,304.58.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Sorry, and the unpublished and payroll. Yeah. You could read. Okay, September report of collections as submitted for the clerk and the health department.
I will make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
3-0. The clerk's monthly report for August and September.
I'll make that motion to accept.
And I will second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
3-0. Empower Retirement, the IRS requires all employers to restate their plan documents every 6 years. Guess I didn't realize it had been that long. Did you guys get a chance to, I kind of glanced through it.
Yeah, that was a long document.
That was a very long document.
I did not read the whole thing.
I did not either.
Why not?
It was about 100 pages.
I got into it and I'm like, whoa,
I think it's
That's
pretty,
kind of.
it's pretty
I
standard,
looked-
yeah.
I highlighted what I knew, but there's only one page.
Like that
I-
$3.5 trillion.
I had Ken call to make sure where to sign because they said signatures, but there's only one. Page on all
Yeah,
those
And
pages.
it's hidden within it,
Yeah,
you
it
know.
is.
Yes.
I'll make a motion.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, 3-0. Okay, the USDA Rural Development Grant for the sheriff's vehicle. So you have the final documents that
I
need to be
do, I
signed.
have the
Okay,
final documents when we get this filed.
okay,
We'll get our money and
I'll make the motion. to complete the
all right,
form.
okay.
And I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
3-0.
time for the next one.
Okay,
I'm good
I'll
on
just-
this one. Mr. McKee has put, we need to sign all the yellow ones. And Kip needs to sign the blue one. We need Kip's signature on this too.
okay, all right. I'll just send it to him first so he can sign. Can you pass that down to Kim?
Oh, yes.
Okay, Health Board appointment, and this is to reappoint Trina Marlat to the Fountain Warren Board of Health.
I'll make that motion.
And I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
3-0. The town of Hillsborough, HWC Engineering, I think, sent an email to us. It's been a while back.
Well, and I think Tom Fisher delivered that. Did he have paperwork that? I don't get the paperwork. I don't recall having the paperwork. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is presented.
That was- it
Would have saved me a lot of time trying to sort that
And
out.
I
That's,
hadn't even heard about
Yeah, I remember when Tom said her that they had said that.
it. Okay.
So that makes sense, that's the process, and that's, you're dealing with NDOT, you just do what they say,
Mhm.
Okay,
that's what we're doing.
so,
So the town has 2 sections of roadway that needs to be transferred over to the county.
I'll make the motion for the transfer of ownership.
and I know that was Hershey Lane and what else? Remember the other one?
I have it right here, it's,
It's never been added.
Right.
yeah, this is just to clarify, you know, you guys are mutually declaring responsibility for. Hillsborough is gonna maintain Coal Creek Drive and Coal Creek Road,
Yes,
and then
I'm sorry.
Fountain County is certifying that you're gonna be responsible of, that you own and maintain Hershey Lane
Yes.
and Park Avenue. So it's 400 feet. of Park
Secondary
Avenue,
north, yeah.
320 feet of Hershey Lane, 420 feet of Park Avenue.
But it's never been documented, and anybody's got it on their inventory.
So we need to get that,
Paid
we need to do that too, whatever procedure that needs to be, where some of these roads that aren't on our inventory, I don't know whether the Brewer Road, not Brewer Road, but
Yes.
whatever's ever been added, I don't know. Well, and some of these, we don't even know if they were ever taken off, they were probably never taken off. I don't know, because the state of Indiana shows that one up there. 770. Well, no, Doolin Road, it's gold, it never has been taken off, the same there.
That's commissioner's responsibility to add and take off. I can't do it.
Right, well, this would have been way. before. This would have
Oh,
been-
yeah, but I'm saying that the highway department cannot add or take away.
Right.
It has to be official.
We need to get together and figure all these roads out and get them done.
And that's where your pacer group should be, and they're working with you guys to get the right sign, so we get the right proper money and whatever we are doing. And then not spend the money on what we shouldn't.
Okay.
Okay, so Andrew made the motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
All right.
Aye. 3-0. Plan Commission appointment in regards to the zoning administrator appointing. We're sorry,
I didn't hear anything.
I didn't either.
I thought we talked about this.
I think we've discussed it, I don't remember if there was a vote, but just for Ranger Powers project and other projects.
Yes, no, that's wrong.
Just ask for a
Sure.
formal vote, so the minutes.
I will make a motion that Rod regards the zoning administrator.
And I will gladly second that.
All those in favor?
That was an-
It's yours, Roger.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
No, we're very blessed. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm happy to do it.
Evo on December 4th to decorate it for the Christmas parade and everything.
I'll make a motion.
I'll say.
Let me know if you need any help. Okay. Transfer requests, 911, $3,000 from part-time to training and education, $500 from part-time to telephone, $20,000 from operator to overtime, and $2,000 from travel to equipment.
And there is enough in the salary line items.
Okay.
Question.
I'll make a motion. Transfer this one.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
3-0. County General Radio Dispatch, and $700 from operator to office supplies and $500 from operator to uniforms.
I'll make a motion for the 1,200.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
3-0. County General Prosecutors, $360 from seminars and conference to dues and subscriptions.
I'll make that motion.
I will second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
3-0. County General Emergency Management, $200 from training and education to telephone and $200 from computer hardware to computer maintenance.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
There you go. Okay, ready for department heads. That's not on mine.
Oh, you're missing a page. aren't you?
I'm missing a page.
There.
Yeah, sorry. Well, I can get one of those. What's? Yeah, with not mine. Sorry. Okay. Okay, County General Coroner, $5,025 for autopsy expense. Is that going to be enough or?
MBA.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, MBH, 30,000 from equipment to other garage and motor. What do you guys?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
3-0. Now we can move on to additional requests. County General Coroner, autopsy expense, $5,025.
Reason lately. I'd like to move that up to 10,000, if he doesn't spend it, he doesn't spend it.
Like 10,050. You wanna just
10,050, yeah.
double it?
What if he doesn't spend
Have
it?
you
he doesn't spend it.
re-advertised it, Colleen?
No, I have not. I was
Okay.
waiting
Oh,
for
okay. Well, then
today.
that's
Let's-
that's the problem.
Yeah, I wanted to ask first. So let's move it up to $10,050, and then if he doesn't spend it, he doesn't spend it. And then you can advertise, right? I wanted to ask if you'd advertise yet.
I'll make a motion, for the 10,050.
Okay.
Also,
All those in favor?
Aye.
3-0. County General Ambulance, 15,000 for vacation and sick.
Are you sure?
I mean, I got some, I know that unfortunately we got hit hard with the COVID, so, I mean, we'll pick up some overtime there and then.
We, holidays, everything else?
I think, I mean, obviously you can't predict.
No.
it's like
No.
cancer, I mean, you can't predict what we're gonna have.
Well, and Colleen, again, you haven't advertised
I
this
have
yet.
not advertised, I was waiting to after the meeting.
Do you want to bump it up another 5,000 or?
If you go 20, I think. 20 would probably.
I would rather advertise a little more than,
Yeah.
We're running out of time.
Yeah.
yes.
And that's the reason why I did it was, I was gonna try to wait long, more towards the end to do it, but
Mhm.
we're at a deadline, I talked to Colleen, we don't do it now, but I
Right,
can't ask later, so if we don't use it.
Just goes back.
it just stays
Back.
there,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay,
I'll make a motion to, 20,000. for
Okay.
the Vacation, so.
I'll second.
all those in favor? Aye, 3-0. Seated, county commissioners, juvenile housing, 10,000.
I talked to the judge about that and she thinks 10,000 would be enough to the end of the
Okay.
year. We're 4,645.50 in the red.
So
Okay.
that one come off as 10,000.
Pardon me. Yes, that would come off with 10,000. And I think with timing on those invoices, well, we should be all right.
Lost now.
Pardon me.
What do you have any idea what it costs per day now? for June? I know it depends on where they're at.
Yeah, I have no idea. And that's something you can't anticipate either. I mean,
20-some, 30 years ago, when I was in it, it was $150, $200 a day, I think.
I'm sure it's
Wow.
more than that now.
Yeah. Outrageous.
I'll make a motion, 10,000.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
3-0. I know the holiday schedule was emailed to each of us, and I did talk to Colleen a little bit about it. Presenting to us, there was 13 holidays, and I know in the past, when you have an election year, kind of takes away some of your holidays that maybe you'd have. So I was going to recommend adding New Year's Day observed as Monday, January 3rd, and to make it 14 days. All those in favor? Aye. Okay. Now are we ready to go to department heads?
Okay.
Okay,
Morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for the additional, like I said, I don't know how it will transpire. I mean, we would know that I would have 3 out on COVID last week, so I had 2 full-time out on COVID, they're just now coming back. I had a part-time out on COVID, and I had a 4th one that was, had all the symptoms, it was negative, so I knocked out 4 of my employees. The run numbers did change, we were still running pretty hard, so. Really don't have a whole lot, I don't know if the ambulance, it's pretty well done outside of the HVAC system was giving a little bit of troubles and it's on back order. But I got pictures of it, I'll show you later. It's pretty nice. But it's painted and everything's done. We have a few things left inside to do, but it's pretty well done. So, something we'll have to think about in the future is we're gonna have to start looking at probably another truck, 2022. One of my trucks just turned 200,000 miles. I got another one in 192. So, we're doing pretty good with the maintenance on them, but they are being wore out pretty quick. This other truck will help, but our numbers are not changing. Like Josh, he's in the same situation I am. We're in an unprecedented situation right now for what, I can't explain it. I've had people asking me, is it all COVID related? I can't say 100% it's COVID related. It's just crazy. I don't know how, that's all I can say. So, yes, I only thing I for Kent was, I didn't know, did we get the ad set up for that?
Yeah, I completed the bid notice, I think it's for the, it must be for the next meeting.
Okay.
We didn't have time.
The bids,
Yeah.
that was, is that on the surplus?
No, it was on the green truck.
Yes, that's
Okay.
good.
Okay, that's fine. I just double checking on that. Okay,
It's the next meeting.
okay.
I just had it.
There's a weird, there's an extra 15 days without really much.
Is
So
there?
it's actually run-
Okay, yeah.
Has to run 10 days and then you can't have a meeting.
November 15th.
And did you get a chance to look over that sign sheet and where we're putting that added verbiage in there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I had. I just didn't follow up on that. So,
Did Enterprise just finally say it's not something they're in right now?
they can't, no, they can't do that right now. The problem you run into, unfortunately, is that with ambulances, you have to be a certified, what they call EDT, commercial vehicle technician, or company has to be certified to build those because that's set by the DOT. And a lot of, when you get into that, a lot of your organizations, once they realize what it entails, they don't want to touch it. So that's why there's so little amount of people that can build them. Organizations build them because there's so much red tape they have to jump through in order to be able to build ambulances. Because the DOT set the standards a long time ago. It's called triple K specifications. And unfortunately, a lot of your organizations won't tackle that because of expenditure.
It would just be nice if they had something like that.
Yeah, I know.
It'd be a lot easier than having to rotate.
Mr. Russ, number right.
Yes, yes, we do that. Jimmy.
Graduate about something. Who's the head of one of the major ambulance companies in the United States, and they just merged with 2 other companies. So you might not even be able to order an ambulance out there. That big company.
I know the challenge. I haven't had, I know I had a chance to talk to the representative, the rep who just is working on our truck right now, the remount. I know that a brand new ambulance, some of the salesmen have been told probably see one in 2022. But I would like to, us picking up this truck now, that'll give us 5, which possibly I could send one of them I have now off to be remounted. We may have a better chance of being able to remount that and put it on the chassis that way versus trying to buy a brand new one. The only thing we got to talk, I talked with Kent on this is that truck. We bought that one out of Wisconsin, was not bought from a dealer, so we'll have to do a bid process with that. Like this one we got, been waiting on, that company specifically built that, so we were able to utilize.
It's a special purpose and it's and a cost savings under the statute, so you can do that. Yeah, just a chassis remount.
Yeah, where this one, we'll have to probably bid it out because it was bought from a specific company. So,
According to his father, which was Speaker for South Council Service, he was very interested in helping Fountain County.
okay,
So maybe there might be a deal
yeah,
in the works there.
and we'll
Yeah.
we'll reach out. to
That's
them.
basically anything you do.
Yep, exactly. That's all I got. I don't think there's anything else. All right.
Thank you. Sheriff,
That's pretty fun.
it was.
The only thing I've got is I'm voting 8 for Sullivan County, 17 for Domingue County, and I just picked up Park County. So yeah. Park County are into a situation, they've got 18 positive cases of COVID. So any of their new arrests, they're coming straight to our jail. No hope there. So, and I've got a total of 74 in jail right now. Yeah, getting ready to have some more for roads.
Okay, it was 74, is it just the 8, the 17 we made for at this point?
In Park.
In Park.
Yeah.
So, man, we got 10.
Yep, so I keep putting them in there. So. Y'all make some money somehow. I said I'm gonna take it however I can get it right now.
As long as it's none of us.
Right. No, we don't put it on that thing.
Okay, so some of these are DOC, that will get paid for by the DOC.
We, and for DOC, we have,
I'm just trying to get a figure on
I also have 3 of those waiting to go to DOC, so we're actually being
Paid
paid
for
for
that.
that. We're paid, yeah, being paid by the state.
Okay.
So, what I have got is, of course, it was Friday, and somebody tripped a sensor. So I was getting phone calls all weekend, going in there, trying to figure out where it was at, resetting everything. They're back in today. I told them not to touch nothing until I get back, because we'll have to chat. I mean, it was solid. I had 24 calls within an hour. Friday night. I'm going, okay, so I finally went in there. So I go to where it's telling to. There's nothing wrong. So I don't want people to, they cries wolf and I go, ask nothing and all of a sudden they do something. Okay. So, other than that, everything's going good. I don't have anything else. So. She had something for me.
No.
Okay.
Thank you. Eric or Jenny, who's,
Just 234, some pictures back to show that he's reviewing some of the stuff. So he's.
Okay.
That's all I have.
234 East, he's still piling stuff up on the front porch.
I've driven it by there a couple times.
Yeah, you can't get in the front door. I don't know if that's anything to the back of it. What, Sheriff? Could you go have a talk with, and I don't know if you can,
I think he has before.
with, 234,
Worship.
yeah, Roy's employer. He keep that, there's more. Every time I go by, there's more on the property.
I have
And more
spoken to the
junk.
employer.
Oh, you
I
have,
Yes, I have. They said that they were on speak with them out 3 or 4 months ago.
well,
I could touch base with them.
obviously it's not working.
Now, one of them, I did talk to them, they told me that their employees were allowed to take the scrap metal off. And from what I'm seeing, it's more than just scrap metal, not just scrap.
He doesn't even own the property. He is trashing out.
So what is the deal with that? Who actually owns the property?
Well, the bank does.
Okay, so the bank's owning this, so why can't we start running citations?
Well, we got a sent 73,000. Since March of last year, it's been $500.
Has anybody
And
responded?
well, can't see anything in court.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, the litigation, we should talk about too much more.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Okay, I did get contacted by Lisa Messick from the Sand Hill Road. Evidently, she's wanting to know what status is there, because talking to you, Eric, it's like they started to clean up and then stop. So I don't know what we need to do, to,
We will go back by,
okay,
redocument it and get them to find that. I think that was all before we started. Okay. That could definitely be for your guys' call.
Okay.
You have, we'll have that call through. And like I said, they'll start, and then it goes right back to the.
okay, I can get Lisa's phone number if you want me to. I'm trying to communicate with her in that way. Okay, I told her to call and ask for you. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Rusty, don't be ignoring us. Come on up.
You keep getting further down the list.
I know, he does.
I'm just gonna.
I noticed that.
I don't need it.
Someone picked me up off the floor.
Yeah, I'm getting done. Two things that are an answer to a state rep's request for the county highway to do something about an intersection. Request for me, who's liable for state highway roads collapsing over our county roads. So I want to thank Roger for coming over and meeting with me and spending about 3.5 hours the other night inspecting these things. Duke Energy has placed big, large posts, 15.5 foot off center of the county road. They're large posts, very huge posts. And the other side is about the same. We will have no right-of-way issue with that because it's going to be grandfathered by what they've done in the past and never been called out on the fact. We can attempt whatever we want, but we're not going to win.
Yeah, and I've seen that like in Montgomery County on that. Whatever it is, there's literally a pole just south of.
What's the back way to Walmart?
Yeah, back way road.
It's
Literally.
right there.
And there's been people, and there's been a little boy struck that died.
Yeah.
And it's still right then. So, yeah.
So I don't know how good the right way actually, So that was one. The other was the collapsing road on Jefferson, as to whether it's state right away, county problem, or what have you. Thanks to Roger, he has done the investigation on that. That road is collapsing.
So the corporation line, well.
It will eventually. He's aware of all three problems. We also.
I put 2 requests into NDOT already to get their right of way mapping. We think it may be in the right of way, based on where Rusty had seen monuments. Unfortunately, the guy mowing it knocked the monument over to the ditch, so we can't physically see the monument. But based on where he thinks the monument was, that would be within the right of way of NDOT. If that is the case, you can take it to them and say, this is your culvert in your right of way. If that's not the case, then it's on us to repair those roads.
Okay.
So as soon as I get the maps back from NDOT, I'll digitize them and I'll share it with Rusty and I'll copy you guys to see where we are on it. Okay. I'll copy Ken on it too, because it may end up saying it's not ours and you say, yes, it is. And it becomes a legal issue.
The second thing was Aylesworth Road. Roger and I both inspected that. There's a couple options the county could do, the state won't do. And there again, that's grandfather utility poles by Duke. They will not move them. They're not going to move them. So it falls back into our lap as to how we can do it. I have got permission from both property owners, but we can do whatever we want. I made a suggestion to one property owner, and we're going to discuss it further. He may handle the situation himself personally, since he's a farmer and can do things more than I can. And I didn't say this, but I told him sometimes forgiveness is better than permission. So we'll see what happens on that situation, but I didn't hear that. So anyway, that's that one. The third thing you may get called on is I was told that I have a road grader grading the bowling alley parking lot, Shawnee Lane. It's not true according to our GPS. We didn't even have a road grader near it. There are two road graders in this county that were old county graders. Jerry Myers owns one, I think Scott Garrett owns the other, and they're both within a mile of the Shawnee bowling alley. So if something was done there, I'm saying we didn't, just let you know up front. Also, we looked at a couple other issues. We have a major problem down on 500 West. Weather is not cooperating with us. This was an engineer job by Roger with us back this summer. It took 5 months to get the pipe. We got the pipe, we opened the road, we got 7 inches of rain. So we've got a mess, and we're trying to get that accomplished. Our dump trucks that we ordered last December are still being put together. We may or may not have them by snowfall, which is just around the corner. According to the predictions we got, 39.2 inches this year. That's a hell of a lot of snow. I hope they're lying and wrong, but that's a lot of snow. And right now, if we had to start tomorrow, the only thing we really have checked out is Sanders. They're ready to go. Got a young man in the shop taking on his own. He built a special rack. I'm telling you, these guys have worked feverishly getting these things ready. They're almost like brand new. They've got it ready. What we're finding right now is the equipment age is to the point of no warranty. AKA 30,000 in the parts. I think we're down to $2.13 in the supply. They're going to eat us alive. We've got 2 road graders out of warranty, and we've got 4 dump trucks out of warranty. And we've got to have them. I'm just saying we've got to have them. I'm not concerned about the piece of equipment I showed you guys last time. That is a great sufficient thing. Like you said, if we went through and actually did it, it'd be a lot less than what I presented. But right now, we got to figure something to do with dump trucks, because anything you order today, you're going to get a year from now. What I've been told of all our vendors. It's going to get to a point where I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to end up spending more than the vehicle costs on maintenance. I'm afraid of it. Especially if both road graders go down. They're all, both of them are in 13 to 15 year range. Old, nobody wants to warranty that. They did allow us a great trade-in. If we did, they allowed about 88,000 machine if we trade it. I'm not going to make that commitment until we all decide what we need to do and what we need to look at on that. That John Deere lease is still the best running out there with the Cat and the rest of them, but I'm not going to be the one making that call, because I mean, yes, we need it, but I'm not going to present it. I'm going to wait until we all get together and decide what the heck we're going to need to do. Because it is going to be a problem.
Can you get a list? And I know Colleen probably has a fixed asset list of how many graders you have, how many trucks you have, and how many need to be replaced.
It's all needed.
Okay,
How many
so,
need replaced that?
okay,
I don't want anything not under warranty.
Well, and I
It's a
know,
lot easier to deal. No, it's
Right.
being, trying to be realistic.
if we can sit down and,
Yes. Yeah.
get that information together.
Yeah,
and just
I
kind of
will
review.
present you guys with that, that's not a problem. And the only other option I think, situation I have is Stringtown, so, I think I'm gonna let Roger and Kent decide what and where and who, we do that. It's a situation that could be minor, but it sure as the world could be really major, and I don't want the liability on the county.
I think
That's my,
no, I agree completely. After Roger and I talked about it more, I don't think it's responsible to have the county's own workforce make that initial investigation. So I think right now we need to ask the commissioners for a motion to bid that. If we, yes, it's under 50,000, you can get phone quotes and bring it to the next meeting and make sure we have a solid Iowa standard public works contract that's pretty good protection built in and have that. Those quotes for the next meeting.
I'll make the motion to contract Stringtown sinkhole workout.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
3-0.
Roger or Rusty, you guys want to reach out to a couple people?
Yeah, if
I would prefer the engineer knowing contractor way better than I do. I mean, not trying to put the burden on him, but it's just,
No, it's fine. I'll, because you approved it now, I'll put a good document together, just statement of work, send it out. And yeah, at least 3.
Yeah.
And I'll get you guys some information for our next meeting, or if I get lucky and I get immediate bids.
Yeah.
I can just do a special meeting. Or a special meeting. We gotta close that whole.
Mhm.
Thank you.
the other thing is this is the day for bids on the equipment. I got sitting over, say, 15, okay, sorry, I didn't know. And the last thing I want to tell you is, I got in an argument with Southeastern Equipment this summer, over a machine they said could do anything, and, I said, well, bring it down, it's so good. Well, they did, they brought it down, and that thing ain't too dirt on like it slipped. And they instant put him right out the back of it. Now, before we get real technical, this machine's around 780,000 brand new. They suggest you lease it at 50,000 a month to see what you do. I talked to the gentleman where the problem is. He's very much interested in helping us. He was there watching. Tim was there watching. I sent videos to all of you. That, well, I had to eat a lot of crow that day because that machine ate that road like nothing.
And then you raise the engine.
And it pulverized it down. We were running at a depth of 15 inches. After all that rain, the powder, almost powder dry up here, except it wouldn't come back. We ran the sheet foot behind it. We made 2.5 actual passes on the road. We intended to do 4 total down and back and have the road completely done. We had 2 graders down there graded in after it was compacted. And it was unbelievable what the results were. So what I'm suggesting is in the future, and this machine can run year round. Like obviously not with snow. And it also can put direct on water trucks. So it's in August when it dries all the way, the big tanker can be in front of it, put water through it. It dries out 90 inches, 90.2 inches wide. So 4 passes, you've got a well, wide rib, you've got almost 24 road done, compacted, graded, set to the 4, and then resealed with the steel wheel roller. And there's also penetrating asphalt that and another commissioner attended class watching the stuff's put in at 180 degrees. It penetrates down through any form of material, and where it starts setting up and it sits up like jelly. so to speak. It'll hit all cracks and seal. You can't pour water through it. So therefore, water is forced away from your road. Our roads were built for horse and buggies. We've tried the Purdue approach. Some people like it, some don't. But I'm telling you, I'm sitting here, that you've got a problem with roads, gravel roads. There's no economical safety. You're not gonna get it done cheaply. But that's gonna have to be addressed. And as the farm machinery continues to grow, John Deere combine right now is 30.6 inches, 30 foot 6 inches. There's no room on the gravel roads. There's no room for the auger wagons. And there's sure no room for 2 semis to be on most of your roads. Some of them we've got widened. A lot of farmers have liked it, a lot don't. So it's a flip a coin. You guys are gonna end up having to make a decision how you want the road. I know our engineer liked one road. I took him down it. He couldn't believe it. He loved that road. And I told him it cost too much to do, so.
Which road was the white one that was in the
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I can tell you this, I mean, with this machine that they're using and all that, that's all great, it's new technology. If you are gonna make a commitment to purchase that machine, I would say pull the trigger on the purchase rather than the lease. By the time you lease it 3 months, you're paid for a quarter of that machine.
Right.
I mean, it's a boondoggle if you lease it, to try it.
I thought they said they put the money towards the purchase.
We had an option.
Now, one of the things that I noticed with the roads, even with the widened roads, we're missing something critical in town county, drainage ditches.
Thank you.
If we don't drain the water off the road, that freezing thaw cycle is just gonna tear up the roads every year. At some point, I would implore the commissioners to look into investing into actually getting the ditches corrected. Because once you get the water off the road, it's compacted down the road, the water is off of it. It's gonna elongate the life of that road and not tear up easy. So there are, we have so many things moving, but at some point we gotta eat that elephant one bite at a time. Just take some section of the time and start, and that's a decision that we can sit down and kind of sector it out and plan it with the highway department, because it's a lot of work.
Well, and I agree, because talking to you, I don't care, I live on a gravel road, and I don't care how many times they come down it, until they fix what the problem is, my road's never gonna be good, and along with other roads. And I know that we went through so many years that we're not gonna blacktop any more roads in the county. Like you said, you got all this equipment and gravel roads, they just can't handle, the heavy equipment.
90% of the Rogers utilities are still right down the middle of the ditch.
Yeah, we'll have to work around those, unfortunately, like those new telephone poles is talking about.
Mhm.
They have no recognition that there's drainage.
Exactly.
Right in the middle.
Exactly.
So unfortunately, we have to start with the farmer getting easement for the friendly fish outside those poles.
Obviously, Commissioner Hardy is not doing it right. Those past commissioners with blacktop there. That's not an issue anymore.
She doesn't have the poles.
Well, unfortunately, and I can be honest with you.
We're not going down that road.
Blacktop is expensive. If you don't deal with the drainage issue, the blacktop.
Exactly.
Right.
That has that problem.
I mean, it's a laughing matter. When a commissioner does run, and I live on a gravel road, and it's a highly traveled road. And talking to Rusty, you have your areas on that road where it's flooding. The road's getting tore up, there's potholes, and my road is not the only road. There's
No.
other roads. And until you fix the issue, and that's where we've not had an engineer come in and say, this is what you need to do.
And ditching is 90.
I mean, granted, we can't do them all. I mean, we just need to,
So is that piece of equipment we have, you take one scoop at a time? That's probably not a ditch. Or do you need a machine that goes down and throws?
And we need to trade that for 2 of those other machines that have ditching.
Those things,
That would give me 3. Huh?
those things are incredibly cheap. I watched the videos.
those things right there are your temporary drains. You get the water running, and we can always cut the drain. Right now, you don't have any way to even get the water
I
away.
mean, I don't know anything about anything when it comes to equipment. I just looked at them. I thought, man, they look, compared to that machine you had out here the other day, not even close. These things are like a rock.
Or a third, for about the 12th. You're right. I'm not disagreeing.
Beast.
That thing also made a ditch too, didn't
What?
it? It also made a ditch. But it runs 100 feet per minute.
Yeah,
There's
no, I
my
know.
buddies
That's what I'm
up
saying.
here.
For not spending money, it'll be on something like that.
Oh, yeah, I'm not disagreeing. You
Well,
never-
What did you get figured out in 1,300? That was, that train.
Did you go drive? What do
And I
you
was,
think now?
why I was chuckling, wait, since that Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't been out there since that Friday.
We sent 2 grades
Okay.
out and some material.
Okay,
Go drive it.
I'll go
then-
drive it now,
Then come tell me, because it may be another pain road out.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Enjoy that one, I hope it is.
So it's 325, Good Friday. I know that's another concern. Coming off the hill. It was done the same way.
Okay,
We,
I drove 325 on Friday.
oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Did you like it?
It was better. It wasn't long.
Little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you need more?
What's that?
What's it need?
Gravel like the rest of our county.
We were a little short.
By the train
The
load.
plant broke down in Putnam County, so we were short, right?
Yeah,
We didn't get much at all.
that would look good.
Unless you guys got something else, that's it. See, I didn't ask for any money. So
Indirect.
we're going to someday.
Right.
Thank you,
Thank
Rusty.
you.
Yeah, thank you.
Joe?
One of them, the, last meeting, they had that, pink finders, how about that altar race, I'm having a meeting with them next week. To go to start working on the event plan. For them, it's in April, I did find out it was a big thing, this altar thing, they had mounted in Arizona. Talked to a person from the state that's in the middle, and they said, "We're having a family county." Well,
Hey,
anyway,
good things are happening.
yeah. Okay, anyway, I had a meeting with them. That Colleen hadn't told you, we did receive our reimbursement for the generators from this project.
Oh, good.
That's taken care of. They did, we're doing our exercise. You know, we're doing a site visit today, so, but that'll be Thursday starting. The classroom starts about 10 o'clock and then it'll last about 2, 3 o'clock. We will be doing a thing out in town. The other thing was to do, we're working on an after action report for the attic of the storm. They're still cleaning up up there. So. Other than that, just a reminder on the 8th next week, or no, 18th, got LAPC and advisory board. And that was all.
Okay, nothing what I told you. I met those guys from the state on the tower in the jail.
Oh, yeah.
I just happened to, I knew they were supposed to be around that day, so I
Yeah, I know.
went and meandered by the jail and saw that state lake.
Yeah.
So anyhow, they said, yeah, obviously you were busy on that, but anyhow, they're not gonna try to recover anything. They picked up some ceiling tile and they wanted the fiber optics on. But he said, we're not gonna, we just got a call the day before demo starts.
Just let them know, so they
Yeah,
can.
they're gonna be here when the day demo starts.
Because they got, what they have to do is make sure that, you'll see the fence around that, it's actually hooked to the building.
Right.
So once they tear the building down, you've got an open.
Yeah, yeah.
So they've got to put a fence up, so that's one of the main reasons for Yeah, I got a hold of them just to make sure that there's no extra wiring running into that building. And
Right, yeah, they're gonna have to disconnect some stuff,
yeah,
but they're not gonna try to recoup that.
Oh.
They wanna try to recoup it,
oh,
because I guess it's really expensive, but he said no, he wasn't gonna, with all the mold and everything in there.
yeah.
He's close to retirement, he's not.
Yeah, yeah,
Was not going to stay in that building any longer than he had.
yeah, that's what he was telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's another thing, just to let you know.
They tell you what I told him, that commissioner had to take care of you then. So I told him,
So, I don't know, that's all I have.
okay, thanks, Joe.
Thank you.
Any other department heads? I do have something here from Baker Tilly in regards to the city of Covington creating a TIF. And their meeting is November 10th, the public hearing at 6:30 here at the city building. So Covington is working on a TIF area. It's their public hearing. Anybody? When Attica had their public hearing for TIF, they expanded their TIF. Had like 5 different areas, but it's all one TIF. So, you know, it does have an impact somewhat on the units, not just the county. It's a lot of work for the auditor's office because they have to enter the parcels. So I did want to bring it to your attention. I know a lot of times no one will, from the county will go and appeal. Not that it will do any good, but just want to bring it to your attention.
Yes.
We kind of discussed that a little bit after you called. You had a plan in your head, what's gonna happen. Tim had a,
Yeah, it's up to you guys. I would probably, if you get Cliff that knows what to do already, neither one of them will be doing stuff. So Smart would have to do it all.
right,
That's up to you guys. I'm trying to give you a lot of time. I'm thinking 6 weeks, like maybe. So I say we're gonna have a big problem.
I think we're,
I'm trying to look ahead for the county, because I think she'd be the best, her and Kathy can work it out. You know, the days off. But I'm gonna have a list of all the problems, that you know. Just get a hold of you or whoever they need. If something goes down. whatever.
Probably should have Reynolds on standby.
well, I think Rick, I hate to even say it, but so far, knock on some serious wood, everything's functioning properly downstairs, right?
We're just waiting on the valves, we're all ready.
Right,
We'll get those, we'll install all those.
but the boiler's functioning. that's all.
Yeah, right now, I had to shut off.
Right.
I'm gonna say.
Right, I know.
I just wanted to remind you about, yeah, that's it.
So I think when it comes to snow, I think we're fully supportive of that plan anyways. With or without you, you don't need to be doing it anyways. So,
So I want to give you heads up, we've got 30 days to decide who we want after the 30th.
did you discuss anything with her yet?
I'll talk to her 3 or 4 times, but I want to make sure that you guys. You know. Neither one of them.
Is she willing to help out?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
If her and Kathy can work out the days,
Okay.
I think that's your best option.
And I told you, put my number, top line, they need help. They know they can call me. I'm sure Tim Brennan the same way, but anytime.
I'll talk to her again and have her talk to Colleen. They should have her paperwork still, since she done it before, you know, hourly pay would be the same, you know. It last times. It's gonna be in 6 weeks.
Okay.
Then when I come back, it'll be like.
Okay, when you come back, I'm sure we'll have about 5 inches of snow. on the ground, so- Thank you, Rick. though. Yeah, if that works out, then I think it's best for all of us.
Okay.
Did you want to say? Okay.
Yes, we're supposed to meet with him this week. I'm gonna talk on it. Yeah, yeah. we need to make it.
Okay, Colleen has a couple of things.
We got our $5,000 back from Liberty Mutual on the kitchen equipment that was damaged. They sent a check for 5,000.
So that's out the way now.
That's a good deal, and that may mean that we can finally get rid of that equipment, so.
Yeah.
If you have whoever communicated that to you from Liberty, can you forward that to me, or just ask them. if that
Okay.
needs to- if
What
they
I
send us
did,
something
I got a
already.
check from them with no explanation, so I called Valley, and Valley has an email. I'll say everything I have to you.
They probably want it, they want it back, or we're gonna charge the day for storage.
I explained, well, I think it's probably, it's contractual that we were responsible. They were subrogated to us, which means they were us in that case, so.
Oh, that's true, that's true.
So they got our money back, and, if we just need an email, just something in writing saying we're good to go to get rid of that, or whether they want to come get it and sell it for scrap. Probably theirs to.
$5,000 covers the cost of that stuff.
No, that was our.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll buy it for $5,000.
Yeah.
One piece of it's $5,000.
Yeah.
Try 80. 5,000.
Rusty, we need to catch up with you afterwards. We're gonna come meet you over at the highway garage this week, for the exhaust again.
You're coming over there?
Yeah.
We'll see you then. Don't be late.
No, not today. Goofball this week sometime.
Before you leave, all your tanks are done.
Travis and I are getting done.
I've never seen one.
I know,
Go get it.
not that bad.
Rusty, all the fuel tanks are dying.
Pardon me?
All the fuel tanks are dying. At the
All fuel tanks are safety and regulation according to state. and
Right, they're not done.
regulation. They are not done.
They're double walled.
They're double.
Yes.
New ones are all double.
Yes.
They'll have a can be over this week.
Okay.
There's the old diesel tank that is in a containment structure
Right.
Okay.
with holes in the bottom of the containment structure that are not closed. They're- Yeah, if you close the holes, then you have water, you can dispose of that as waste. If you don't close the holes, then.
Charlie Pilecki had checked on blanket additional liability coverage for pollution liability, which would be if a county truck turned over in a, or a fuel tank leak, county truck turned over in a just turned over period. Base is $1 million on that policy. I think we're fine with that because it's 9,000. In my 17 years in insurance, I've never seen a liability claim of 125,000. And that was concern over in Bear Creek, and they came in that major thing. And there's a guy at Purdue, a professor that's done a study on this for years, and he said the average is like $50,000 for a clean. So it was 9,000 and then 13,000 for $2 million policy. So I told Charlie I was just saying for the base.
Most times you guys don't carry the stuff that requires that. Big dollar.
Right, and then like over here at the jail, if there's pollution on that, they're not gonna cover anything like pre-existing prior to policy. Right. So,
Bonnie, have you gotten anything from the state on the USD closure or the highway department? Nothing? None of the commissioners.
I haven't-
I'll follow up on that when we get a.
I have one more thing. On November the 18th, I'll be closing my office to take everybody to training on our software and taxing system. They're coming out with a lot of changes and enhancements. And it covers everyone in the office. So I'm gonna be closing and I'll post it.
thank you. Sounds like a fun day.
So I can,
Rusty, you do that.
Anybody have anything else?
No, I have not.
Carol?
Joe mentioned that they got reimbursed for the generators for the event. Did we not have any other expenses that were submitted?
Yeah, the only expenses were the people that worked it. They followed through with that. There was some expenses for equipment there. That's pending still.
Yeah, equipment. And everybody said nothing, nothing pertained to us. It was outside agencies that came in and provided, ambulances. We're not sure what happened, but they did not receive their funding, but all personnel was paid for and it didn't cost anything on the county at all.
And we were thinking the equipment flaw is there hasn't been an invoice submitted. So we're working on that. But no, they've paid everything.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing else, I guess we're done.
Just real quick for
Yes.
Greg. I looked at the landfill and what Daryl has done. It really looks real good. As expected, there's still patchwork that needs to be done probably next spring.
Right.
But they did a.
Yeah, I think it's taken hold really good. I mean, for what we've got.
But let's make sure next spring when we have the rolling, when we're rolling.
We need to roll it next spring.
We add, some fertilizer and maybe a little bit of seed on the patch areas.
Yeah, I told Darren every spring I wanted to roll it and fertilize it.
That's it.
And we've got that built into the park. So that one year I looked up 75,000.
Okay. Did you have anything else, Andrew?
I did not.
Okay, I guess we'll take a break and then have our drainage